Look, that's something I would love. If he wants to come back and is still motivated to come back, he should do it right. He should do it right and give me the opportunity to have that rematch and demonstrate who's better. In that first fight, experience beat me as I was young. And I don't have much more to say than his experience beat me and he is a great fighter. I'd love to have the opportunity to prove myself at this point in my career. I think it would be very different, and if he is willing to come back, I would love to have that rematch. Show the people who is truly the best. Those are the words of Canelo Alvarez, and he's talking about the money man, Floyd Mayweather. He wants to right that wrong. He wants to run that back, as Floyd would say. Can't see Floyd going for it. Floyd is only interested in novelty fights at this point in his career. Fighting people like McGregor and Khabib and potentially a rematch with Pacquiao. The rematch with Pacquiao would be a real fight. But obviously fighting these MMA guys, these are just novelty fights for big, big money. So unless Canelo can offer him way more money, and I mean way more money, than Mayweather would potentially get fighting Khabib, then forget about the fight taking place. This is the money man. That's what Mayweather calls himself. At this stage of his career, when he's taking these big long layoffs and he's over 40 years old, very inactive, there's a massive amount of deterioration. People could see it in the McGregor fight. Massive deterioration. He ain't going to come back and fight a middleweight at the peak of his powers, at the best he's ever been in his life, in his prime. He ain't going to do that now. I'd be amazed if he did. And in fact, if I was in his team, I would advise him not to. I'd definitely advise him not to. If I was in his team, I'd advise him to keep fighting people like Khabib and McGregor and so on and so forth. Now, my issue with Mayweather over the years has been that he has disrespected boxing legends in the game by calling himself TBE, the best ever, but being unwilling to go as far as so many other greats have done in the past to prove that he's TBE. When you make a massive claim like that, it requires a massive amount of evidence to back it up. And Mayweather hasn't been willing to go as far as some of the other greats of the past. That's why I can never sit here and co-sign this idea that Mayweather is TBE. I think it's absurd and a massive disrespect to so many greats in the past who took far greater risks than Mayweather took and performed far more extraordinary feats than Mayweather has performed. Mayweather's career, of course, has had some good wins, particularly his win over Alvarez, which just looks better and better as the years go on. And I know it was a catchweight, but still, it looks better and better as the years go on. So he's had some very good wins, very good performances. But the best thing about Mayweather's career, the most impressive thing about Mayweather's career, is the way it's been managed. That's what's the most impressive. Mayweather might be the best managed fighter of all time. Tremendous management from a business point of view, I'm talking about. I'm not talking about from a legacy point of view when you actually break down the resume and compare it to greats of the past. No, I'm talking about from a business point of view. Mayweather might well be the best managed boxer in history. Very impressive from that standpoint. But regardless of all that, Canelo Alvarez gone in for the rematch. I don't think he'll get it. And as I say, I don't think Mayweather should go for it, to be honest with you. He doesn't stand to gain anything. Yeah, finances you can gain, but you can gain finances fighting Khabib or running it back with McGregor. Fighting Canelo, very good chance he could lose that O. And he's nowhere near his prime at the moment, Mayweather. So realistically, what's the point in fighting Canelo? What does Canelo beating Mayweather at this point prove? That he beat an over-the-hill, inactive old man. A little old man too. You know? So I can understand Canelo from a pride point of view wanting to run it back, and I can't blame Canelo for calling him out, but I just don't see what this fight would mean at this point. You know, if they actually made this fight, what does the fight actually mean? It's a lose-lose scenario for Canelo, basically. And it's kind of a lose-lose scenario for Mayweather too. I guess he could gain some extra credibility for beating Canelo again, when Canelo is better now than he was when they first fought. Yeah. But the fact he already has him on his resume means he doesn't really need to do it again. You know? And as far as Canelo, as I say, if he beats Mayweather, well, you beat an old man, a little old man, an inactive old man. And if he loses to Mayweather, his career's done. Let me not say his career's done. That's wrong. Career's not done, but it would suffer an enormous blow once again. Let me know what you guys feel about this in the comment section below. Canelo and Mayweather, will they ever fight again? I seriously doubt it, but hey, this is the crazy world of boxing. This is a world where Derek Chisora, of all people, just signed a management deal with David Haye. His arch rival for years. Mortal enemies. And he just signed with David. I mean, it's a crazy world. It's a world where we saw Kell Brook fight Golovkin, or we saw Amir Khan fight Canelo. We see all kinds of bizarre stuff. Canelo signing with... We see so many bizarre things in boxing. You just never know. But this would still surprise me if they signed to face off again in a rematch. Let me know how you guys feel in the comment section below. It's happening, I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.